I got right up this morning and cleaned for a whole hour because that has been my biggest struggle so far. So I got to cross it off, and it's 9:15 in the morning. Granted, I was worried that I wasn't going to do it right away, so I literally did the whole thing in my robe, which is why I didn't record any of it because nobody has to see that. But I got it done. Hey guys, today is day 5 of my winter arc. I can't decide if it went smoothly or not. I made a list for myself. I think I actually remembered to record that, so you will be able to probably have already seen it. I usually try to put those at the beginning of the video. So yesterday I noticed I was really struggling on getting up and getting a full hour of cleaning. So I really wanted to make that a priority today. So I literally just got up and put on my robe and just went and set the timer and cleaned for an hour in my robe. Which is why I don't record things half the time, because I am not fully dressed, because I have gone through many a bout of anxiety and depression, and I have learned that sometimes you just have to get up and move. Like, you know how they always say if you want to go to the gym, to get up and put your gym shoes on, put your workout clothes on, and you'll feel like you've accomplished something. And I have found that every piece of advice is good and every piece of advice is also bad. And that piece of advice for me is terrible, because it gives me that sense of accomplishment that I did something when I didn't do anything. It doesn't, putting on the exercise clothes, it doesn't drive you forward. So I have learned that sometimes you just have to get up, in whatever state of dress or undress you are in, you just have to go do the things. And when I was in a really bad depressed state, my husband would just be like, get up, just stand up right now. You're in your nest on the couch and you have to get up and you have to shake it off. And he's like, okay, we're gonna do a walking video. And he would turn on the TV and he would put on like one of those Leslie Sansone Walk Away the Pound videos. And he was such a gem. Like, he would get up and he would do the walking really extra animated and making silly faces just to try to make me not feel so self-conscious about it, because I would just be there and I would just be like hugging myself inside of whatever oversized hoodie or blanket or whatever I was in, and I would just like barely be doing it. But he learned that was how you get up and that was how you do things. And so I guess I have just carried that forward, because now I'm just like, I know that I can't always get things done. And so I try to eliminate anything that is in the way of me and getting this simple task done. And sometimes it is just not even worrying about getting dressed. As silly as that sounds, maybe it doesn't sound silly, maybe it makes sense. But you know what you need to do. Like, we all know what we need to do. And if you're like me, then you've probably gone down just these immense rabbit holes of self-help and personal development and jumping from coach to coach to coach. Sometimes paying for the program, sometimes buying the books, sometimes just watching all of the YouTube videos. But when push comes to shove, there's a million right ways to do it. And I think I'm kind of learning that now. Like, I didn't believe it for a really, really long time. There was one right way to do it, and there was probably somebody already doing it, and so there wasn't room for anybody else to do it correctly. You know, the stupid shit we tell ourselves. But there really are. There's a million right ways to do something. So, like, you just have to get up and do whatever your right thing is. And you probably know what it is. You just keep learning different things to try to avoid the truth of you just have to get up and do the thing. So that's what I've been trying to do. It's not perfect. Like, they make it sound like building a habit is so easy. Like, you just have to do it for 7 days. 7 days to build a habit. Science says 7 days. Except science sometimes says 21 days, and sometimes science says 30 days. And I heard the other day that science says 66 days to build a habit. So I don't know what's true, but if there's one thing I've learned, it's that you won't do it perfectly, and it's ugly to begin with, and you fall down a lot and you screw up a lot, and it's not about doing it perfectly every day until you can always do it perfectly every day. And when you stop and think about it like that, you're like, yeah, that doesn't actually make any sense. Like, you're not going to do it perfectly from the start and keep a perfect schedule, and that's how you build a habit. Like, I think habits are just ugly and messy, and you have to do it at 11:30 at night because you forgot to do it all day, or you have to do it first thing in the morning in your underwear, or whatever messy way you can to fit it in. So that's me, just struggling through it in the ugliest way possible, just to try to get it done. However, on the plus side, even when I'm forgetting to do the things and ending up doing them at the end of the day, it's not because I was doom scrolling all day. Like, I've actually been trying to learn new things and get better at editing videos and making more videos and showing up in front of the camera, and listening to my own voice. I guess I'm a little bit more used to that because that's what I had to do in college, so it didn't take as long. I know if you're following along with Bevan's videos, she says she's been struggling with that too. Like, it's so weird hearing my own voice. It's so hard hearing my own voice. And I just keep remembering my college professor was like, I don't care. Like, that's just what you sound like to other people, so who cares? That's just tough. That's what you sound like, so just be okay with it. So yeah, just be okay with yourself where you are, and you can't change some of that stuff, but we're all just here trying to change our habits. And I hope that I can look back on this at the end of my 90 days and be like, I can definitely see a difference. I don't know if anybody's going to watch any of these, but if nothing else, then I will have them for myself. And maybe somebody will find it in the future and be grateful that they can watch somebody struggling through for 90 days and not feel completely alone while they're struggling through their own crap. But yeah, today went pretty well. I still need to jump on the trampoline before the day is done and do my deep breathing before the day is done. But I got up, I did my cleaning, I did my artwork. I have my timer set for social media, so I haven't used my full hour on Facebook yet, and I'm just going to go into nighttime mode at 10 o'clock, so I'm not going to have any interest in looking at anything after that. So I've been doing pretty good. Today was an eating day. I got through my fast day just fine. Today was an eating day. I did pretty good at not snacking. I made sure to get in some extra protein and vegetables, and I know I ate too many dinner rolls at Texas Roadhouse tonight, but at least I had it with dinner and extra protein and I had vegetables. So, baby steps, we're getting there. So, not a complete loss. I'm excited to check in at like the 30-day mark and see like where I actually am, because it's hard to quantify from the day to day, but I know when I can get like a week, a month, 2 months, 3 months, I will see big differences. So I'm looking forward to that. Day 5 in the can. So I'm getting my bouncing done. And if this absurd crap is motivating to you, then feel free to like it and comment and subscribe and go watch my other days. And go watch Bevan Sees too. Alright.